Accessible housing is actually a community. It's a community of residents and staff. It's a community of volunteers and funders who all get together and say it's unacceptable for people to experience housing insecurity for any reason, especially if you're in a wheelchair. My job is to look at the vision and the mission of the organization, to build the team, and to help ensure that we're looking long-term at how do we open more doors for people who need our support, both through affordable housing and through accessible housing. Just imagine living in a wheelchair for a day and the things that you take for granted and you and I take for granted. These are resilient people, and so we try to stay out of their way while at the same time supporting them living independently within a community.
A lot of people don't realize what constitutes an obstacle, but a simple demonstration here with this chair, I fit under the table here. That doesn't happen in most situations, including most restaurants.
Well, imagine you've been in a car accident and you can no longer return home because your home isn't accessible. Or imagine you have a disease that progressively gets worse and now you're wheelchair bound and you can't move back to your place. Imagine you're in a basement suite and you can't get upstairs, downstairs, or out of your basement suite without your neighbor's help. We're helping people that now want to stay in their homes but haven't been able to because their home is just no longer accessible to them.
Only 3% of all affordable housing in the city, rentable affordable housing, is accessible. Yet, 1 in 4 Calgarians who are experiencing homelessness require it.
Accessible housing has been, they've really helped in lots of ways, and we need more of these places so they can help more people, because there's a lot of people out there in wheelchairs that, we have barriers, but here we don't.
So what we can do within our residential assessment and design program is help people's homes be safer and more accessible. One of the things we can do is make your kitchen more accessible by having a shallow sink, countertops that lift up and down, having a fridge that's lower, a wall stove, and then we can make a bathroom more accessible by having wheel-in showers and by having handrails. Just a simple thing like having a ramp outside the home lets people get in and out of their home, and then you need lever handles on the door. So there are lots of things that we can do to really help people stay in their communities with their families. The money from the Charity Partners program will help us hire a coordinator in year 1 that will get things relaunched for us, and in year 2 we're going to help lots of Calgarians stay safely in their homes. There are lots of ways for the team at Alliance Pipeline to get involved in what we do. We have projects for people and we need your help at our properties cleaning, washing windows, doing some landscaping, and just generally helping about the property. We also need leaders, so we need great minds and we need really great talent to help advise us on projects and work on committees. So if you have a talent to share, we need your help in making sure every Calgarian has a home sweet home.
I don't consider myself different than anyone else. I am just a guy who has this kind of challenge. Everyone has challenges. Mine are just obvious.